Hello everyone! Today we will look at all of the settings that you can adjust from the Evaluation and Careers module in the Backoffice. Let's jump into the modules and we go to Evaluation and Careers. First, it is important to state that during the setup phase, our technical team will support you in creating all of the structure from the Evaluation module. Although, what you will see today is how you can adjust some settings in case you need to. Let's start by going to the Career settings. On this page, you can create all of the professional categories and respective skill set. Let's look at one that is already created, like the IT one. You can have a career name and then a categories list. After defining the categories list, you can also define the skill set. Inside each skill set, you can have different skills that correspond to this skill set. You can also have eligibility items, which means that if your employees gather all of the conditions, they can have their performance evaluation. All of these conditions are certified by the manager. Some examples can be if they justified all absences, if they justified all late arrivals, among other examples. In case you want to create a new career set, you can click on New Career. You give it a name and you define all the things that we already saw. Just as simple as that. Let's move to the evaluation scale settings. After defining all of the careers that we have inside our organization, now we need to define the evaluation scales. First of all, we can have a letter grade scale, like the system that we have in the US. If you don't want to, you just uncheck this box. After, you can define a scale for the skills evaluation and for the goals evaluation. All of them can have different weights if you want to. Afterwards, you need to define the goal weights and the skill weights. Some of them can be extremely important, while some of them can be only nice to have. The same goes for the skill weights. Perfect. After having the careers and the evaluation scales, we can now have the evaluation cycles. Here we can manage all of the evaluation cycles that we have inside our organization. Let's look at one that is already filled. Let's go to the actions from the 2022 assessment, for example. First of all, it's important to state that there's a lot of reports that you can export from the evaluation assessment, such as the IDPs, the goals, the skills results, or even the evaluation summary if you want to. If we click on the assessment, we can have some information about this evaluation cycle. First of all, you can also have the information organized by category, manager, status, even by potential assessment if it was filled or not. In each one of the employees, you can also have here some actions such as export their results, open manager evaluation, sync manager, or even open the potential assessment. Don't forget that this information is not only available in the back office, but also on the Excel reports that you can export. Let's see how we can create a new evaluation cycle. We click on this button, New Cycle, and here we can have some information that we need to fill out. First of all, we need to have a name and a description. Afterwards, we can have a cycle start date, a cycle end date, and a start date and end date. Why are these different? The cycle start date and end date are corresponding to the period from this evaluation, although the start date and end date are the dates where we are filling out the performance evaluation. For example, if we are talking about the evaluation from 2023, we have a cycle start date from January 1st until December 31st. Although we only fill that evaluation in 2024, so we can have the start date between February to March. You can also have the evaluations weight between the SMART goals and the skills. In this case, you can adjust the percentage of weight between each of the items. You can also check if they have the eligibility items or not, according to what we saw before, such as other configurations. You can also define if you have a 360 evaluation, and in this case you can also define the percentage of the peers evaluation on the final evaluation score. Lastly, you can also define the groups that need to fill out the performance evaluation, and you click Submit. And it's done, an assessment is created. Since it's also very important to follow up throughout the year, we can also have touch points. In this case, the touch points can be also created in the back office for the manager to have a moment with the employee in order to review goals, review skills, or just to have a conversation about how the year is going. If you click on the touch point from the 2021 assessment, we can have here some different cycle periods. We can also have all of the information from these touchpoints and organizing it by manager, category, results, the same as we had in the evaluation cycles. Lastly, we also have a dashboard with all of the information that we can have from the performance evaluation process. It is always important to have such data visualization tools in order to have all of this information right on hand. And this is it about the Evaluation and Careers module. We hope this video was useful and hope to see you in the next one.